Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Yellow.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown in his grip.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
And that was just absolutely perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And an Eagle 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones on the stop.
Officially, it's no gain. On the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Wentz now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete to
Quez Watkins there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
The point after.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Davion Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Quez Watkins. Incomplete.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. A beautiful fake. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Davion Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And that's going to be incomplete zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Toss play, Cohen, right side. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they talk.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Dallas Goedert.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Chiefs 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to them.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mahomes firing complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
at the 15-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And
10. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. He don't know no better. Easy. 57's the mic. Watch the run.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A gain of 13 yards and an Eagle first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
No gain on the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Trying to go back to Watkins, and it'll bring up third down.
third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Wentz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's a game.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Wentz again. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
The 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
10 at their own 46-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
4 yards remain for second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen, pushing through the contact. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We got them now.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Kelsey.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Come on.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Chiefs 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you talk about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They try again with Cohen. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
On the tackle.
The Eagles on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll go go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
on 3rd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
The ball carrier. Kyle Duggar on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank...
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains.